I killed my daughter. I killed my daughter. My daughter is dead.
This is the call from a fleeing father that alerted police to a horrific crime and started an investigation that crossed continents. Her makeup and smile in this photo disguise Sara Sharif's childhood of torture and suffering.
An investigation conducted. You are suspected of her murder.
Those responsible for her brutal death were her father,
from the injuries sustained by her,
stepmother, and uncle. This was the moment their time on the run was over. But Sara's torment started years before. She was called a happy, bubbly child by her teacher. And to anyone who stepped into the Sharif house in Surrey, they would have found the appearance of a pristine family home. But the reality was that within these four walls, Sara endured horrific assaults. The prosecution said her injuries were deliberately hidden under her hijab, which she started wearing in the months before her death. Bruises were noticed at school, and she was referred to social services, who looked into her case but decided to take no further action. Sara died on the 8th of August 2023. Her body so covered in injuries that a post-mortem examination could not find the exact cause of her death. She had signs of a traumatic brain injury, had been burnt with an iron, and had at least 25 fractured bones. Urfan Sharif admitted that he had used a cricket bat and pole to beat his daughter. She had also been bitten. A forensic dental expert confirmed her father and uncle did not bite her, but Beinash Batool refused to provide a mould of her teeth.
I've been a prosecutor for a long time now, and I've seen a lot of child abuse cases. These must be the worst injuries that I have come across. The number of them, the nature of them, and the suffering that Sara would have had as a result of this catalogue of serious injuries is like nothing I've seen before.
Last year we spoke to Sara's grandfather Mohammed, who lives in Pakistan. Speaking to us again on the phone recently, he wouldn't talk about his son's actions, but told us he video called Sara on the day she died.
उसके बाद जो हुआ है उसका मुझे लगा यानी कि मैं नहीं करता था बच्ची ने भी मुझे नहीं बताया कि मुझ पर कुछ तशद्दुद करता है मुझे सबसे ज्यादा प्यारी थी ये दुख तो आपको पता है जब मैं मरूंगा तो खत्म होगा ये दुख तो दिल में रहेगा पोती तो नहीं मिल सकती.
We don't know what happened in Sara's final hours, but her injuries tell us that in the weeks before her death, she was likely experiencing daily pain and suffering. It's now been found that every adult living in this house either inflicted or must have known about the violence she was being subjected to, and so they are all responsible for her death.
Pakistan you want to go, ma'am?
Islamabad.
The very night Sara died, her stepmother made this phone call to a travel agent asking about flights to Pakistan.
8:50 at night, tomorrow night.
Is there anything in the morning?
And it is the following morning that the family car, seen in the top right-hand corner of the screen, is captured on a doorbell camera leaving. It was tracked to a car park at Heathrow Airport, where Sharif is seen driving with his brother and wife, passengers in their BMW. Inside the airport terminal, they made their escape from the country and, for a time, justice. But then Sharif made this phone call from Pakistan to police in the UK.
I killed my daughter. I killed my daughter. My daughter is dead.
Who's killed your daughter?
It's me.
Okay.
The father.
How?
I said she was naughty after the teacher started.
I'm going to need you to slow down, okay? How have you killed your daughter?
I beat her up. It wasn't my intention to kill her, but I beat her up too much.
Officers were sent to the Sharif house.
Police, hello, anyone in?
Where upstairs, in a bunk bed under the covers, they found Sara's body. She had been left, while her father, stepmother and uncle fled. Beside the 10-year-old, a note was found in which Urfan Sharif confessed to killing his daughter. He wrote that he lost it and said, "I am running away because I am scared." An international hunt for Sharif, Malik and Batool began. British and Pakistani police forces worked together to try to find the trio. Then, as officers were searching, Urfan Sharif and Beinash Batool released this video of themselves.
I would like to talk about Sara. Sara's death was an incident. We are willing to cooperate with the UK authorities and fight our case in court.
Despite saying they were prepared to face the authorities, they continued to evade detectives in Pakistan.
There were many hurdles in this case because they did not stay in one place. They kept moving from one city to another. So the challenges were significant. We managed to get the accused to surrender. They went back and presented themselves to the UK authorities.
Just over a month after they ran, they realised it was over and flew back to the UK, where police were waiting.
We are, yes. Are you okay just to swap over? Just yourself come with me, and if you go with my colleague over there, is that all right? Yeah, I'll explain more outside, okay? Sorry? I'll explain more outside, okay?
Through their brutal beatings or complicit silence, they each played their part in Sara's death. In her short life, she experienced years of psychological suffering and physical pain until her 10-year-old body could no longer take the violent abuse.